So I haven't done one of these videos in a really long time, and it's because I've been trying to like take a break on it for a little while, trying to get like some more creative ideas. Take my time at it, but I've also been really wanting to finish my book before the end of the year, so I decided that, you know, I'd start working on it again. Yeah, I do have a few pages in here, and I thought that it would be an awesome opportunity to make another Wreck This Journal Wednesday video. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys all my progress. So one of the first things that I did to my Wreck This Journal since the last time I made one of these videos was I bought some of this really pretty like pastel rainbow string, and I tied it around the spine of my book. My cat is like eyeballing this right now and he's about to tap. But this was for my Sinister page, which was tie a string to the spine of this book, swing wildly, and let it hit the walls. I haven't actually done that yet because my book actually fell in half the other day, and when I say fell in half, I mean it literally fell in half. And I had to repair it with some duct tape, so I'm kind of nervous to do this, to be honest, because I don't want my book to fall even more apart, and then I don't know how to put it back together because I'm not that crafty when it comes to things of that nature. So I probably will do it eventually, but I'm just going to do it very, not violently, but kind of lightly. But I will film that whenever I do and put it into a video for you guys. One of the pages that I did in here was Rub Here with Dirt, and on this page you can really see where my book started falling apart, because actually whenever I did the rubbing with dirt part, that's when my book started falling apart. So you can really see on this page where it started to rip. But I really wanted to do a Creepshow themed page, and you guys know my love for horror. That's pretty much all my channel consists of. And Creepshow was always one of my favorites. So I did my favorite, what would you call that? My favorite skit from the first Creepshow, which was the Nathan dude, the zombie dude that goes, "Where's my cake?" That was always one of my favorite scenes because he always creeped me the fuck out. And so I just drew him over here, and I drew his tombstone with his name, and it says Father underneath, and him coming out looking all scary and gruesome out of the ground. And I even tried to draw like some of the cemetery details in the background, like the little flower right here that's drooping. And the reason why I colored this red was because I was going off a picture that I had found on Google from the actual movie where he had like a red light reflected on him, and I thought it looked really creepy, so I colored him red. I really liked the way that he turned out, and then I just rubbed the dirt all along the sides and the edges of the page, and also on the ground to give it that dirty effect. That's why I thought that would be a good idea. And then on this side, I just drew the head cake of the lady that he decided to behead, and uses his cake, and she has like icing, whipped cream on her head, and some candles, and she's on a little platter thing right here, and I just put Creepshow. And all of this like markings right here, once again, I was just trying to give it like that light effect from the pictures that I had seen on Google from like the actual movie, because I thought that it would make it look cool. But I really liked the way that this page turned out. As you can see, I had to put like packaging tape right here to kind of keep it together, but that's where it started falling apart. I'm not the best at putting these things back together, okay? I'm sorry. If you have any tips, feel free to let me know. Yeah, that's my little Creepshow page right there. This next page was one of the progress pages that kind of takes some time to fill completely up, and it was collect the stamps off of all of your mail. And this wasn't just my mail, I'm gonna be honest. It was from like mail that my mom had found at her work that was thrown in the trash. It was from, you know, it was from my mail, it was from their mail, it was from like bunch of different people's mail, but I did collect all of these stamps, and I glue them all in here to make like a collage. And I think that looks pretty cool. My other Wreck This Journal, I don't think I got it half as filled up as I did this one. The other one, I think that I did like straight lines, and I liked the idea of like a collage look better, so I decided to do that on this one. And I have a few of like the same stamps in here, like this Charlie Brown stamp. Like, he's like everywhere. I have that stamp everywhere on this page because I got like 50 million of them. But I really like the way that it turned out, and I would definitely say that this page is complete and finished. Next page was cover this page with white things, and in my last Wreck This Journal I literally covered it in all white things. Like, I put a pad, a tampon, like one of those floss pickers, and Q-tips and cotton balls and all kinds of different white things, and I mainly did that to get like the thickness of the Wreck This Journal because I really like the way that thick Wreck This Journals look. But I felt like this book was, you know, pretty thick already, and I didn't want to make it any more thicker, so I just drew a bunch of different white things onto this page. So on this side I have like a white hockey mask like Jason, a white Crayola crayon, cotton balls, a bunny, Hello Kitty, a coffee mug, an envelope, a Q-tip, a toilet, a milk carton, a feather, a bone, a pad, ice cream, the moon, a tampon, toothpaste, and a tooth. And then on this side I have a ghost, a seashell, earbuds, dice, a bowling pin, eggs, salt, a snowman, paper, toilet paper, a candle, a cloud, socks, and marshmallows. And that was those were all of the white things I could think of to put onto this page, but I really liked the way that it turned out. It was a lot of fun, like, thinking of all these different white things that I could put on my page. The following page said, write or draw with your left hand. So I am a big 90s Nickelodeon cartoon fan. I grew up in the 90s, and I was born in the 90s, and I lived off of Nickelodeon's cartoons back in the day. And I always loved Catdog, and I hadn't done any pages of Catdog in my Wreck This Journal yet, in my last one or in this one, so I decided this would be the perfect opportunity. And I did not draw Catdog with my left hand, but I did write the theme on the other side with my left hand. Yeah, I just drew Catdog right here, and then I put their little sign that says Catdog, and then I put some like fish bones and, you know, a dog bone all around the page. And then on this side I put the theme, which was
one fine day with a wolf and a purr, a baby was born and it caused a little stir. No blue buggy, no three-eyed frog, just a feline canine little cat dog. Cat dog! Cat dog! Alone in the world with a little cat dog.
So yeah, I did do this part with my left hand, even though you probably can't tell because I went over it with a pen. And once again I put those fish bones and dog bones like all over the page, and I really like the way that it turned out. I think that it's really cute, and I love doing like pages that remind me of my childhood because it takes me back, and those were the good old days. Following page said create a non-stop line, and then it gave you like a little start area on the page. Now in my last Wreck This Journal, I think that I did this page and I messed it up because I was just like, I want to do it and get it over with, so you know, I really had no direction of what I was going to do with the page before I did it. So this was like kind of like my second chance, and I just drew like the old, you know, the old cord phones that we used to have back in the day, to where you could not move around the house. They weren't cordless. They had like a really long, like twirly cord on them. I used to love those phones actually because I like to like take my fingers and just like swirl inside the cord. And I hated like being stuck in one place, but I loved to do that for some reason. But I decided that I was going to draw one of those phones and make the cord like the non-stop line. So that's what I did. I just drew my phone right here, and then the other end of the phone is just kind of lost in all of this mess of tangled up spirally cord. And as you can see, I just went crazy and drew it all over the page. And I kept this theme of like turquoise and dark blue. And I really like the way that this page turned out. I think that it's really cute, but simple at the same time. So then this following page I just did yesterday, actually. And this was doodle over top of this page and in the margins. I didn't do the margins because I forgot to do that, but I did doodle over this page. And there's this new show that I just recently started getting into with my mom, and it's called Bob's Burgers. And it's kind of similar to like Family Guy or American Dad if you haven't seen it. I've never personally been into them. But Bob's Burgers, like, I thought that it was a really funny show after I started getting into it, and I feel like I can relate so much to Tina because Tina is just like me. She acts just like me. She's my spirit animal, you guys. Like, I love her so much. But I decided that I was going to do a Bob's Burgers theme on this page. So that's what I did. So right here I just drew Tina, and then over here I drew Louise with her little bunny hat. And then on this side, I drew their mom, Linda, and then Bob holding a burger, and then Gene wearing his little burger costume. And then up at the top, I put Bob's Burgers. And that's all I did with this page. It's really simple, but I like it because I really like that show. So let me know if you've ever seen Bob's Burgers, and if you like it, what you think of it, and who is your favorite character. Okay, so this page was squirt liquid here and try using your mouth.
I'm sorry, it sounds so wrong.
I haven't got the stuff to do that part yet, but I did get an idea of what I was going to draw on this page. And this is kind of an inside joke with one of my friends, and I'm not going to explain what, but it is an inside joke with one of my friends, and I thought that it would be really funny to add it somewhere into my book. So I just drew the Koolaid man on this page, and then I just put Koolaid up at the top in the Koolaid font, and that's all I've done in this page so far. But I am going to get like actual Koolaid and use my mouth to squirt it out onto this page and give it that like cool like splattered looking effect. I really like the way that it turned out. I think that it's cute, and yeah, I'll show you guys me actually squirting the liquid onto this page whenever I do that part. So this next page was tear this page out, put it in your pocket, put it through the wash, and then stick it back in. So this is actually a really funny story. In my last practice journal, I did this and it was no problem. My mom even put it through the dryer and like it still survived. This time I wasn't so lucky. I colored my entire page to make it look tie-dye. I put like rainbow tie-dye all over the front and the back of the page. And, you know, I was like, this is no big deal. I'm just gonna, you know, fold it up, put it in my pocket, put it through the wash, and then my mom will get it out and it'll be okay. So I'm taking a shower one day and my mom's just like,
Oh my god.
she comes in there to like get clothes out of the wash or whatever. And I peek my head out of the curtain and I'm like, what? She's like,
Your page is in pieces, all in this washer.
so I was like, save all the pieces for me, it's fine. That's like the whole purpose of this book. So I wasn't mad, I thought that it was kind of funny. But I definitely cannot put this back together to stick it back in my book, so I did something different, and I just put it into a Ziploc baggie, and I put RIP pocket page with a little frowny face. I did take a picture of what my page looked like before this had happened, and I will include it in this video somewhere for you guys to see. But yeah, I keep it in the little pocket in the back of my book now, but these are the remains of my pocket page. Okay, so one of the next pages was journal golf. tear out the page, crumple it into a ball, place journal into a triangle shape, hit and kick the ball through the triangle. So I did actually try this, and this time I didn't film it, mainly because I knew that it was not gonna work out too well. I did actually try this, and I failed miserably, but my cats enjoyed playing with my book in the process. But there used to be this like kid golf course thing around where I live, and it was called Putt Putt Golf. I don't know if it was like everywhere else or if it was just in West Virginia. I'm not sure. If you had a Putt Putt Golf near you, let me know. But I used to go there all the time with my friends, and it was awesome. And I always had a lot of fun when I went there, so I thought it would be a cool idea to, you know, make this page Putt Putt themed. So I just drew their little mascot right here. You know, he's an orange golf ball with his little hat that says Putt Putt on it. He has a little golf club and his little red gloves on. And then I just colored the background green, kind of like, you know, a golf course would look. And then on the back, I just drew a windmill and tried to make it look all like pretty and stuff. I don't know. I don't know. I was just trying to make it pretty. Yeah, so that's all I did to this page. I did crumple it up, but I put tape over top of it so you can't really see it all that well. But yeah, this page was completed. The next and the last page that I've done in my Wreck This Journal since the last time I seen you guys was this one. And this one was actually out of one of my ways to wreck the journal myself, because there's a page in here that says something about write a list of more ways to wreck this journal. And one of my ways was to stick a page out in the rain, ignore that, my cat's in heat, and let it get soaked and then bring it back in. I did that on this page, and I just drew a little umbrella with some raindrops, and then I put one of my favorite quotes on there, which is, "Life is not waiting for the storm to pass, it's about learning to dance in the rain." So yeah, I colored it and I made it look all pretty. And this was just a random page that was in the book. On the back it does say to lose the page, but I didn't do that last time, and I'm probably not going to do that this time either. I'll probably find something to put on the back here, but yeah, I did actually leave this out in the rain, and I filmed it. I put it into one of my weekly vlogs, which I will leave those videos in the description box in case you guys would like to see them. All the pages that I've done in my Wreck This Journal since the last time that I seen you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a big ol' thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and become a morbid maniac. Also, leave me a comment and let me know what your favorite page was out of my Wreck This Journal from this past time around. Mine probably had to be Bob's Burgers, the Creepshow. I don't know, all of them. I love them all. So let me know your favorite, and I will see you guys in the next video.